Hi, Jiyoon.
Hello.
Great that you found time for this short interview in these crazy times of Corona. Yeah, since May 2018, you are the first female concertmaster in history of the Staatskapelle in Berlin. You started this job when you were 25, which is really an outstanding career achievement in such young years. That is really amazing. Have you always been a rock star in playing the violin, or was it hard work and dedication?
I was never a rock star. I'm still not a rock star, but I try my best, and I think I'm relatively a hardworking person. I really do believe in no pain, no gain. But you of course also need a lot of luck to reach somewhere. I think it's not only just me working hard, but just I got extremely lucky with that position.
Let's go back to the beginning. When did you start playing the violin?
I started to play the violin when I was 4. I played violin and piano because my mother, she's a pianist, but piano career has stopped a long time ago.
Was being a concertmaster always your dream?
Oh, well, I only got to know more about the symphonies or operas since I moved to Berlin. I think Staatskapelle I heard for the first time when it was back in Theater, and I was studying, and I just heard that Staatsoper is a very good opera house, and with some friends I went to see an opera just an evening. There was this Studentenkarte, which is very, very cheap, and I just went in and stood in line, and then I just read that it was an opera by Alban Berg, Wozzeck, and at that time still I had zero idea about what Berg's music is or how his operas are, and then like the piece starts, and I just lost my words because it was just one of the most intense and impressive form of art I've ever experienced. And I just thought, it must be a really great feeling to play with your colleagues together and be the leader of the really big group of people.
It was your really very first audition in the orchestra, and then you got the position as a concertmaster directly. I mean, that sounds incredible. You went to the audition, and then what happened?
And I just played, and then somehow they told me that I'm in the finals, and then in the very last round, then the whole orchestra is present, and also Mr. Barnboim is listening. And then I played, and then I said thank you, and then I was going out from the room, and then Mr. Barnboim just stopped me, and then he asked me a few questions about why I want to come to the orchestra. I just answered in a very honest way that I think it's a great thing to be in a group, and and then I didn't expect, but then he was like, well, welcome to the club. So,
whoa.
I mean, he didn't exactly say that, but he meant that he would be very, very glad to have me in the orchestra, and then the colleagues thankfully gave me a lot of votes. So that's how everything happened.
Can you explain what a concertmaster does exactly?
Konzertmeisters are they're the diplomats of the orchestra, and in a way the bridge to connect the whole group of people in the orchestra and the conductor. I personally think a good concertmaster is somebody who the colleagues can really trust, and colleagues can think, if this person is leading tonight in the performance, we can really just follow him or her without any doubt.
Now we have new times, the times of Corona. It's a really hard situation at the moment. When did you hear about this shutdown and what was your first thought?
It was a very strange thing actually, because I was talking to a friend on that day, and then we were saying basically, how long do you think it's gonna take until the concert halls and opera houses will shut down? And then I was really confident that it would take at least another 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more like end of March, but then it turned out that it just took 2 days.
Yeah, it went
completely
really
shut down, and it's a very, very bizarre feeling because, as a musician, I mean, I've been constantly, also past few years especially since I was, engaged in the orchestra, it's been always constant, like working and I mean, it gives you a lot of energy. Now I decided to, well, if you can avoid it, which you cannot, then why don't I make the best out of it?
I have some short questions for you in the end. I start a sentence and then you can complete it. Since Corona,
I've gained 4 kilograms.
really? Music is for me.
Love.
My tip for students playing auditions is?
To be yourself.
I never forget the moment when.
Okay, it was when my first concert with the Staatskapelle Berlin on Platz, Beethoven 9th.
Thank you, Jiyoon, for this really interesting short interview.
Thank you for your time, and stay healthy, everybody.
You too.
I will see you very soon.